Welcome back to Nights and Weekends with me, your host, Marcus. I said, hey, if something caught my eye during the week, that I would release something during the week. So this ended up catching my eye. So apparently, let's click here. Bam. All right. So apparently, Tyson Foods, the folks that do your chicken, are firing lots of people who are American citizens and hiring asylum seekers that landed in New York City. Now, I thought it was, some more fake news, but apparently it's true. So according to Scripps, the corporation said this week that it's looking to recruit some of the thousands of asylum seekers who have landed in New York City. The initiative may ease the burden of local officials who have expressed worries about the increasing number of migrants using the city's resources. It would give these migrants access to temporary accommodation, childcare, legal assistance, and a $16.50 hourly wage. So in this one, let's click here. We're going to go on ahead and head so big, hat can't even fit on it. I'm going to take this hat off. Bam. Now I'm just back to normal Marcus, not MAGA Marcus. But anyway, so first clip is going to be the actual thing written by actual Bloomberg report. So she's going to explain what is going on. So Ed and Marcus, go ahead and put that in.
We know that critics of the White House talk about New York City migrants as illegal, but your story actually points out that they have work authorization. Walk us through what that means.
So these are asylum seekers or people applying for a very similar temporary protected status. So they apply for asylum and then they wait. But that application for asylum starts a ticking clock. And so most of them will have work authorization within 6 months.
So as you can see, we went ahead and put that in. She's framing it as, hey, these people aren't actually, that they are asylum seekers. And again, it would be different. This was a ton of women and people like that. It's mostly fighting age men who are coming into your country. Okay. But remember, you voted for this. Okay. Just remember that you did. So we're going to go to part 2. Let's go ahead and put this other one in there.
It already employs about 42,000 immigrants and refugees, but it sees this part of the workforce as a particularly good one for immigrants. They like to stay. They've often come from very difficult situations, and so the company is really investing in a lot of services for them, whether it's English language classes, certain child care services, to try and convince them, come stay. You may make only $16.50 an hour to start, but this is a good job.
So as we can see, they're getting paid $16.50, and this is a good wage. I mean, I remember maybe 3 years ago, it was a fight for $15. We are paying migrants, okay, and asylum seekers $16.50. Now we're going to go to part 3. This is the organization that's actually doing it. It's called Tent. Throw that on in.
Yeah, so this is a fair put on by Tent Partnership for Refugees. This is a foundation. It's backed by the founder of Chobani. And what they did is they went out, they created a database for these new asylum seekers in New York City specifically. They recorded all their documents.
There's an organization called Tent Organization. They work on essentially organizing these asylum seekers and getting them the ability to take jobs from people who okay? This is for your cousin who dropped out of high school. This is for your ne'er-do-well uncle who's also kind of washed up but can go get a job, but now he won't because their wages are being depressed. And then we're going to do part 4. Let's throw that on in there, and this is just going to keep on coming. So finish up with Bloomberg, please.
you meet the work authorization criteria, you want to relocate, and we think also that you'll meet our physical. So these people would come in, they'd learn a little bit about the company, and for the most part, Tyson had already gone through their various details of their application. And so many of them, 17 the day I was there, and then another 70 a couple weeks later, went off to Tennessee to go start their new jobs as Tyson production workers.
This is going to keep on coming. And the only thing I'm going to say is this. Let's go to right here because I know what the hell I've been talking about. Now, this is Centers for Immigration Studies. They are low immigration, pro-immigrant. Every single study that I've ever seen all says the same thing. Okay, here we go. The regression equations indicate that even after controlling for a variety of factors, immigrants exert a downward pressure on both the weekly and hourly wages of natives. When all natives are considered together, the wage effects of immigration appear to be relatively modest. However, that's because they are including also, I don't know, some doctor and somebody who cleans toilets, okay, or cuts up chicken. But here we go. However, when the results are disaggregated and low-skilled occupations are examined separately, the results indicate that the immigrants have a significant negative effect on the wages of natives in these occupations, while having no such effect on natives employed in higher skilled occupations. So if you don't want to believe them because you think they're biased, which that'd be the first thing I would say if somebody was saying something I didn't want to hear. I would say I was biased. Throw that crap in the trash. We can just go to this. This is immigration and wage distribution in the United States from the National Library of Medicine, the NIH. Let's just scroll down. Okay. We can look at all of these studies. They all point in the same direction. It drives down wages. So here we go. 2003 found that between 1980 and 2000, immigrants reduced the average hourly wages of native workers with similar education and work experience by 3 to 4% and by 9% for the least skilled. Extending this line inquiry to Canada and Mexico found a similar inverse relationship between immigration and native wages. A recent study on the impact of the Cuban immigrants in Miami also showed that the supply shock significantly reduced the wages of the least educated natives and that the effect size could be as large as 30%. Okay, let's get back on my big ass head. Look, this is not a zero-sum game here. I don't have a real issue for the most part with legal metered immigration. We take the best and brightest from around the world and we bring them here. But for us to bring in people who are less skilled and then have them compete against our less skilled, that's no bueno. That's bad. Okay. So that's it. See, you got 2 videos this week. Hopefully somebody watch them. All right. Well, look, can I at least get a like, a share, send it to somebody. All right. So this is bad. And I'm sorry, as much as I like Tyson chicken, because they make the air fried chicken breast, it freaking helped me lose like 40, 50 pounds in the past. But I'm sorry. I'm done with Tyson. All right. So, hey, you all can follow suit or not, but it's up to you. All right. See y'all. Who knows? You might see me tomorrow. Bye. Edited Marcus back again. All right. So just to be clear, okay, before any butthole out there thinks that, oh, Marcus never had to work a tough job. I used to clean toilets. So I don't know what the hell. Get that out of your head. I've done just about every job somebody could think of, between cleaning toilets, clean up throw up, clean up all types of mess. No. So, nope, sorry. Got you on that one. That's the addendum. All right. See y'all next week.